Well, our good friend now, because we just met about 5 minutes ago, and we become fast friends.
So, Michaela?
Yeah, I call him Michael. How do you pronounce that in
Michele Contile.
Michele.
Wow. Good to have you in Philadelphia,
But I'm
man.
the first Michele Contile.
Yes.
Well, here they are. These are the contracts that Jackie Robinson signed, what, in 1947 for the Brooklyn Dodgers.
Correct.
But even more rare, maybe, is the one he signed for the minor leagues, or the Montreal Royals.
1945 is actually the first professional baseball contract.
Which one is that?
That's this one right here.
Okay, just hold
You
right there.
signed it,
Put it back down.
Got it.
Right there.
So that's his first one.
That's the first one, 1945, October 23rd. Wow. And then 1947, April 11th, the Brooklyn Dodger contract that broke the color barrier.
And that is the one that's sitting right in front of Alex.
That's this one?
Correct.
That's that one right
Yes.
there.
So I was going through and I was looking through this, and I saw that he was paid $5,000.
Correct.
That was for the season.
For the season.
What?
For the professional contract, for the minor league contract, it was $3,500. Half in Canadian, half in American.
Now, I know this was back in 1947. Was that a lot of money back then?
Compared to some of the other players, it was not.
How much were the other players making?
It just varied depending on the player, but more than that, most players made considerably more.
The white players were getting
white players, correct.
maybe 25,000 for the season.
The top players, I think, made somewhere in that area, maybe even more.
Yeah.
But he was Jackie Robinson,
I know.
making only $5,000.
Changed it all, man. So where, you got it under glass, of course. Where can we see it now at National Constitution Center?
These are touring in the National Constitution Center starting on Wednesday through June 5th. Our company, CollectorsCafe.com, which launched the collectibles revolution last month, we're the first social network and auction house for the whole collectibles world, and the only place to buy insured collectibles from the top insurance companies. We've created a Jackie Robinson experience on our website, going through his whole life, about 45 different experiences.
Well, who would own these?
Well, it's interesting. We've already announced that we see ourselves only as temporary custodians,
Right.
and we would only sell these to either a museum or a foundation that will give them back to the American people. We're just very temporary stewards of these documents.
Well, when you say selling, how much are these worth?
The low ball estimate that they were appraised at was $36 million for both of them together.
$36 million?
That's correct.
My math isn't good. Are you telling me that that's $72 million worth of merchandise right here?
36 together,
Okay,
collectively.
both, but still. So how do you keep these, in great shape? Because it's amazing.
Well, they were acquired sometime shortly after they were signed, we believe. And they were locked up in a safety deposit box for close to 70 years, so they were kept out of the light. Whoa!
You better get back here.
Oh, I dropped it!
Or split the money. Go, go.
Mr. Murdoch can cover this, I think.
Hold on, let me do it. Let me do it again. Oh, I dropped it.
But
Thank you.
Nice try.
But what's another amazing story is our brand ambassador, Larry King, was actually at the game when Jackie ran on the field for the first time.
What?
And then when he interviewed Martin Luther King Jr. in the 60s, he introduced him as the Reverend Martin Luther King Jr., the founder of the Civil Rights Movement. Martin Luther King interrupted Larry King and said, "I am not the founder of the Civil Rights Movement. Jackie Robinson is the founder of the Civil Rights Movement."
Wow.
So these arguably are the founding documents of the Civil Rights Movement that changed it all, right here.
Okay, well, hurry, because it's here when? Starting tomorrow?
Starting tomorrow through June 5th. This is our longest stop because this is the city of brotherly love and independence.
And the birthplace of America.
Exactly. And then we've been invited to bring them to the White House in September for the opening of the African American Museum reception. So that's a huge honor, and we're looking forward to that as well.
It's an honor just to see these in person.
it.
You guys have to go see this.
Get over there.
Yes.
Thank you so much for bringing them
Thank
here.
you so much.
Well,
Very cool.
Speak carefully.
How many times did he sign? It's what, 2?
On this contract, we know this was his actual copy because he signed it twice. Once here, and then once confirming it was his copy.
Okay.
And then on the color barrier contract, it's one of the few times he actually signed his middle name. He knew the huge moment that was happening, and he signed it Jack Roosevelt Robinson. You see his social security number and where he lived.
Wow.
Well, man,
Thank
thanks
you.
for showing it
Thank
to
you,
us.
sir.
Great to have you in
appreciate it.
Philly.
Thank you.
Thank
Okay, let's head down the shore. What do you say? Get something to eat.